and some trees or something. I don't know. I guess trees. This doesn't need to be a super detailed park anyway. This is very much a sort of little small thing just so I can get the business park. That's kind of what I'm going for. A couple of big trees there, and that's fine, right? It's decorative. It's a bit weird, I guess, having it right there. I'm honestly tempted to make like a cutaway here. You know what? I'm actually going to try this. What happens if I cut away all of that zoning there? Right? So if I cut away all of that, now obviously there's a lot of buildings in there. A lot of people lived in that space and worked in there. But suddenly, you got that kind of view, right? Suddenly you got this view that leads like straight up to the business park, and I think that looks pretty cool. And I think I can turn that into a pretty cool park. I like that a lot, actually. I like that a lot. Let's do a path here. Wrong type of path. Let's do a path there. And a path here. We'll do a path here. And here as well. That bus stop can hopefully be moved to be a little more central. Maybe not. Okay, that's fine. Bus stop can stay there. It actually loops around in a pretty weird way, so we can probably just get rid of you. And probably get rid of you as well. We don't really need it to go over here at the minute. Well, I say that. Maybe we want it to go like in there. Stop next to the business park. Come over here and then, you know, go about your business. That'll be fine. But I think that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of a cool area. We can throw in some pedestrian crossings here and here. So people can just walk straight through, like, to the business park. And this whole area is going to need trees and stuff like that. But if we're zoomed out, you can see immediately, like, this kind of green space in here, which I think is pretty good. I think that's quite nice. I think I might even change some of the zoning around it. So that's, instead of residential and commercial, there's a lot more, what would you call it? I guess we want to go for the IT clusters again. But we'll do that in a bit. We'll just leave it open for the time being, because that's something I want to come back to, because I still want to get this Eden project. So next we need the Cathedral of Plentitude, which I hate, but we can place it, that's fine. Cathedral of Plentitude. Where would this actually go? I guess it could technically go in here. Annoyingly, it would fit central. Because of course it would. Of course it would. What if we just put the Cathedral of Plentitude in here then? It gives that space a bit of a purpose, right? So like big arch, Cathedral of Plentitude on the other side of it. That's actually kind of alright, I suppose. You come into the city and the Cathedral of Plentitude's on your right side with the arch behind it. That's not bad. I'd be slightly tempted to turn it around though, so that the front of it is facing the highway. That's not right. So the front of it would be there. You know, I think that is actually better. The terrain could probably do with being flattened a little bit. That's not really a big deal. We can just grab all of those nodes, grab the building itself, and say level it to that height. Is there a node we need there as well? There is. Level it to that height. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That's fine. We can just hit that with a quick smoothing brush. And there we go. So we've actually placed the Cathedral of Plentitude, and I'm actually going to keep it, which I never really do. What else do we need? We need the Friendly Neighborhood Park. Where is the Friendly Neighborhood Park? That's not it. That's not it. It better not. It better be one that I have. Friendly Neighborhood Park. Okay, this can actually go over here. This area doesn't have a lot of leisure right now. It's a Friendly Neighborhood Park right in there, and we can run some paths along the side of it. Connect those up. and give people sort of a way through here, which is lovely. I mean, we could even throw some parking lots at the back of it, so you can come and visit the friendliest of friendly parks. All right. So that'll keep those guys happy. That'll increase the leisure around there. We need the official park. What is the official park? That's the Fountain of Life and Death. This is the Disaster Memorial. This is the official park. Okay. I don't think we want the official park away from offices, and I think this is a residential area. All right. I mean, this area doesn't have a lot of happiness though. These guys are kind of miserable. So I think official park can just go in here because I'm a little bit lazy. So I mean, bulldoze these guys and put it on the main road. That's probably all right there. We can do some paths around it to stop some weird zoning happening, and there you go, official park. What else do we need? We need the servicing services offices. Please tell me that's not the building I think it is. It is the building I think it is. I don't know where we're going to place this one. This one is, this is quite a big building. This has quite a footprint on it. Like, it's massive. It is a massive, massive building. I wonder if I could get it over into, like, Concord Park. Although it's technically residential as well. What about in the middle of town? We have nothing sort of coming down in here. So if I was to bulldoze, like, all these buildings here, right? Is this a building that can go central there? I think it actually is. Yeah, it is. Okay. That actually kind of blends in nicely too. Like, it's huge, but it's working. So I think all we need to do is shuffle some roads around a little bit and we're sorted. Yeah, that's okay. That's actually okay. Let's get these roads in here. And let's see what we can do. So this needs to go pretty much against the servicing services offices, which is never going to be easy to say, but whatever. And then we want a straight slope from here straight up to there. We can get our paths back in as well, which is there and there. And I'm kind of thinking, is that a district? Meadow Hills? It is. And it's got some tourism in it as well. I'm thinking we're going to change that. I'm going to rip it all out. Now this is going to sort of hurt our income for a while, but I think we're okay doing this. Going to rip it all out and just replace it all with the IT cluster buildings so that this building kind of blends in a little bit more. And then once that's all built, that building will blend in so much better. So let's see, what else do we need? The Statue of Industry. Now I know we have that. Statue of Industry is actually the first of the, what do you call them? Monuments? Unique buildings? So Statue of Industry, where could we place that? I'm tempted to say by this airport, but it's way too big. Could place it in this industrial zone. It is kind of a luxurious thing though, isn't it? Oh, it actually has a bit of noise pollution on it as well. Okay. What if we put the Statue of Industry in here? Maybe? It kind of fits. It actually doesn't fit. Never mind. Could throw it in here, into the university area. That'd be cool. But I think... Oh, it doesn't fit central anywhere. The Statue of Industry, I think, is usually one of my go-tos to put out on, like, on islands and stuff like that. Quayo says in the Mega Factory. Oh, you're totally right. This is totally the spot for the Statue of Industry. We can throw it like, sort of looking out over the water or something. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that's exactly where I want it, but I can't really think of anywhere else that it would work. Unless we bring this road sort of around here, which I guess we can do. Bring it up to there, put the statue sort of in here somewhere. You know what? I kind of like that. Let's just lower this road so it's the same height as the quay, though, because the road is looking a little weird there. Let's lower you down slightly. Let's lower you down ever so slightly, and let's lower you down just ever so slightly. Then the statue itself is fine. I think that looks all right. Sort of looking out over the water. You come in the boat and you just see like the statue there. I know it's very blurry because of the depth of field, but you get the idea. You get the idea. Osiris Mage 21 says, use move it to center it in the square and paint concrete around it. We could definitely center it. We can't, I don't think we can center it like this because it does need a road connection. Or apparently we can. It's not complaining. It's definitely not complaining. Okay. Okay, we'll try that. Let's see what happens. Can I actually successfully paint concrete around this, though? Because it might... oh, I can. Okay. It's, yeah, that works. That actually works. That's a very good idea. Let's just bring the brush down a little bit. Let's just bring this the whole way around. And we can put something on there. We'll put some like carts or something on there. So it's not just a sort of concrete slab that's weirdly conforming to the terrain. We might actually have to just raise up the quay a little bit there. You know what? I think we will. I think I'm gonna raise the quay up a little bit. So I can just maybe make this work a little bit better. And this bit needs to slope. And this bit needs to slope, and then... That's alright. So that means I can just grab this whole thing, bring it to that height, grab these nodes as well, and sort of bring those all to the same height as well, which immediately looks a bit better. And then this thing's actually got some flat terrain around it. Well, nearly. It actually does need smoothed as well. So just sort of smooth that out a little bit. And there we go. We have a nice bit of terrain, nice bit of land for the statue, and I'll detail around that at some point. I don't think it needs it right now. It's fine. And we've got the Eden Project. Fantastic. 850,000 simoleons, 6,400 per week, but it will completely get rid of the, I believe this completely gets rid of pollution. So where is this going? That is the question. I'm very tempted to find some space sort of in the middle there for it. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, will it go central? That's kind of the question. Let me test this. It actually won't go central on at the end of a road. Well, that's great. Okay. So it won't go central, meaning it's a bit of a weirdly shaped building. It is kind of a futuristic building. Could I get it done here? I wonder if I could throw... Like, there's nothing... there's the biofuel bus depot there. There's the sightseeing bus depot there. There's the household plastics factory, which we could move. I'm actually going to try... I'm going to move this biofuel bus depot. And I'm going to try and put it, like, down at the end of the docks here. What is this? Taxi depot? Huh. Alright, well, that can be moved. Not quite sure where to, but, there never hurt. And, there never hurt either. What is this? So yeah, we can just tear, like, all of this out. And I think we can probably do something kind of cool with this. So, the Eden Project needs to be placed. And it's fine there, I think. It needs to be moved to be kind of more central, which that roughly is. The roads going through it need to be torn out, which they've been. This road down here needs to be turned into a one-way road with grass on it the entire way around. And then this just gets sort of run up to here and here. This can sort of run out to here and there. And that's actually kind of perfect. I don't think I'm going to do any, like, zoning there. And I think I'm actually going to tear the zoning off of here as well. And sort of leave the Eden project to have its own space. And what do you do? You're petroleum. We don't need a petroleum warehouse there. We just don't. We can maybe do incineration or something. I don't know, crematoriums. You know what? Crematoriums actually sound like something we could use. A couple of crematoriums right there. I think that looks cool. If anything, I'd kind of like to move it a little bit further down the dock, if it'll let me, which it won't. But I can just sort of stretch it out. Like, obviously the terrain conforming and all that's a bit weird, but there we go. I think that looks pretty cool. If anything, I think it needs raised up a little bit. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think maybe shift it that way slightly. Make sure it's all sort of leveled. Yeah, I actually think that's really cool. I think that's perfect. In terms of zoning seems to be behaving. Not that I'm going to put much down here. I think it's honestly going to be parking lots. Like, I know parking lots are kind of a... Well, they're a thing, aren't they? But I think parking lots are kind of the best thing to have down here. People can work here. They can do their thing. I like it. Also, Twitch chat, you're completely right. The game is paused, but I'm keeping it paused while I'm doing this because the Eden project has some pretty big, like, it impacts the city in a big way. So I'm keeping it paused while working on this, and then I'll unpause it in just a second. So bring that up to here. That goes that way. That goes that way, and then I want to grab these nodes and just move it over a little bit. So just like that, and then I can do some trees or something kind of going down the middle there. But that looks all right. I think the only change I'll make is putting maybe, let me see, grid. Actually, grid needs to stay on, doesn't it? Or maybe not. Grid there, and there. And then, let's see, can I get you to work with me? I totally can, so out like that. Yeah, that looks all right. So that's going to be our Eden project. It does have power connections. Let's unpause. So if the Eden project does what it usually does, we should see anything that's like lower levels suddenly massively start, leveling up, which will be great. But that should also just get rid of any pollution. We'll gradually see pollution just fade away because of that thing, which is completely fantastic. So we can put trees down here. We can actually put some trees down by the Eden project, which I think I want to do. I think having some like dense trees down the side of this will be pretty cool looking. So something like, let's see, something a bit like that. So that looks all right to me. Then something kind of similar there. And then maybe something a little smaller in that space. Just to nicely bring everything together. And then in front of it, we can maybe do the same trees again. So like that. And yeah, that'll get rid of all the pollution. Well, that's why we're having power problems. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, that is, that's why we're having power problems. Can you guys maybe leave the recycling center alone and focus on the nuclear power plant? My sign is on fire. My other sign's on fire. Oh, well, that's just fitting right there. This is potentially catastrophic if they don't put that out. I don't even know if they're trying right now. It's great that the helicopters are trying to help, but this doesn't seem so good. Is it out? Oh, no, they fixed it. Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. The helicopters actually did it. Does that mean you guys are getting power again? For the most part, yes. Okay. Well, that's nice. That's always fine. This is actually working fine as well, which is great. So we got the Eden project. We don't have any more pollution. We've got a beautiful looking area for it, which I actually really like. I actually really like how this area looks. I want to do more big trees here. I kind of want it to look like you go through these trees and suddenly like you're in a completely different area. Because I mean, in this space you're surrounded by industry and all that, right? But then you just go through a couple of trees, down this road, and it's like just nature. Oh, well, parking lots and a bit of nature. So, I mean, I think that looks cool. Maybe a couple more trees in there at some point, but it's all right. It looks the part. Let's see how this is going. How are we looking at Woodlandland? We have over 1,000 visitors. Not bad. People actually getting kind of keen to go to Woodlandland, which is lovely. How busy is this? 125? That's not enough. Only 125 passengers per... Oh, wow. This area turned out nice, didn't it? That's actually kind of cool. I want to fill up this space with another IT cluster, I think. Not quite sure how I'm going to do it, given that it's on a curve, but I want to do it. Just to hide that industrial space away. And then I think this road needs to sort of curve around and connect somewhere. I'm just not sure where. Maybe here. So sort of a connection in there. Maybe down there as well. Because I think I did say we wanted to do some building on this side of that highway. So this is probably the way we're going to do it. Probably also want to bring this key around, actually. So let's just continue that for a second. Let me turn on road guidelines too so I can see this properly. So that's the start of our curve. The problem with this curve is I remember I freeformed it. So this is not going to be exact. This is actually going to be a little bit rough. But it's going to be as good as I can get it. So that needs to come over to about there. And to about there should be fine. That's not a bad job, if I do say so myself. That actually worked out okay. The only thing I think we need to do is raise it up to be about the same height as the tram lines. To bring the whole thing up to that same height so that the tram lines aren't kind of sitting awkwardly raised up off of the quay. Where can we look here? Right about there. That's fine. And then this last bit could be there. Oh, we missed one. That's fine. We can fix that. So there. Oh, I think we missed one. Did I miss this one? Well, I guess I did if it's sagging. But that looks about right. I think this This node here, I think I'm going to move a little bit. Just back onto the key, I think will look better. And then lower it down ever so slightly. There we go. Alright, I think that looks okay. That kind of curves around nicely. We just got to get this road to do the same thing, and then connect up over there, and then we'll actually have traffic that can sort of drive right around the edge of the city. Which I think's good. That's going to be nice. That'd be a nice drive to go on a quiet Sunday evening. Not that I think there'll ever be a quiet evening in the city, because I mean, look, we had the nuclear power plant burning down like 2 minutes ago. So quiet Sunday evenings might be wishful thinking, but, well, wishful thinking is sometimes great, so whatever. Let's try and keep this all the same height as the trams, and I really have no idea how I'm going to get this to properly curve. I really don't. I also need to take the sand out of there. Let's do that before I try the curve, because getting rid of the sand is going to be a lot easier. So this size of brush, just take all of that out of there. And maybe smooth. Oh, that is not the one I wanted. Oh, no, still not the one I wanted. Maybe just smooth. Hello? There we go. So just smooth all of that out. All right. So this road, I really have no idea how I'm going to curve that properly. Yeah. I shouldn't have freeformed this whole thing, because if I didn't freeform it, I could have got a really nice, just big old curve on that. Could have easily had a road follow it, but nope. I had to freeform the tram line. Of course I did. All right, well, that's fine. Let's just see what we can do with this road. I'm not looking forward to this. So far, so good. So far, so good. This is good. Oh no. Oh no. it's all ogre now. This is yeah. This is about as good as it's gonna get. Yeesh. You know what? I have move it for this very reason. I have move it for this very reason. So let's get this right. So grab you, move it in a little bit. Get you and just move it in a little bit. You know what? That's all right. That's all right. Let's just level this. Bring it all up to the right height. And you know what? That actually kind of works. Yeah, that kind of works. Let's just see what we can do here. Let's see if I can like bring some trees off of about here. Oh. Okay. Okay. That's not quite what we're going for. That's definitely not quite what we're going for. That works though, I suppose. Then this all just needs to be brought in a little bit. I think it's all just slightly too far out from the tram line. No, you know what? That's fine. So that connects, right? That connects to the road up there. And that gives these guys a way to like go from this area down to the other area via the industrial zone, which is probably great. That's probably fine. Comically Engineered says, could run the trams on the avenue for this part. Why didn't I do that to start with? You're completely right. You're completely right. I've completely forgotten why we didn't do that. I think it's just because we had the space and the keys and I didn't really want to put buildings there, so I wanted to do like some kind of promenade thing. But now that you've said that, like, it kind of makes more sense to put the trams on the road. Well, you know what? No, because the trams would then create, like, a lot of extra traffic. So that's why we don't have that crazy traffic. I'm kind of trying to justify my decision. You're right. It would make sense to just put them on the road. It would be easier, but I didn't do that, so here we are, basically. This is where we are now. Does that work? That kind of works. Let's see if I can just, like, get a teeny tiny little curve in there. There we go. You know, I've just thought of a new t-shirt design that I kind of want to... I kind of want to do. And I can't... Oh, you know what we could do? Oh, we could have, like... Oh, hold on a minute. We could have, like, competing shirts, right? Have two t-shirts in the store. One of them is Rail Cities have grids. The other one is Rail Cities have curves, right? And at the end of, like, we put them up for, like, a limited campaign for a certain amount of time. And when they're sold out, they're sold out. And we see which one, you know, basically sells, does better. Team Grid or Team Curve. That seems like a great idea. I kind of want to do that. I might do that, and I might design those later. For those watching in YouTube, they might be out by the time you're seeing this. They might actually be done. I'd be surprised, because I'm really, really bad at designing any kind of merchandise. Really bad. Like, my merch at the minute, I believe, is the word nerd on a shirt, and also my logo on a shirt. Not much more than that. So, I don't know. That might be out, might not be out. We'll see. Either way, we got this little road done, which is lovely. So let's start filling in the space around this industrial zone. Also, hello, money. That's lovely to see. That's a nice change of pace. That's a very nice change of pace. Let me see here. Let's just start building around this, because I want to I think I want to surround this with an IT cluster. So we'll do something like this. We'll just do like a basic kind of zone around it for the time being. I could connect it there, right? That's going to be a little bit messy, but I think I'm going to do that. That road's probably going to get really busy, but I'm kind of okay with it. We'll do that as well. We'll take those out of there and bring this just straight on. So like that. Now the zoning's a little strange on it, but that's fixable. And that's also going to give us some room for office buildings the entire way around this. This area in here, I think, is just going to need to be built off of this road. So 10 and across. 10 and across. And across to there as well. And then that can just all become a part of Lynch Park, which it already is. So just do offices in pretty much all of this space. And that's all just going to be IT cluster buildings, bunch of really big high-rises. I think it'll look pretty good. In here, I'm thinking could probably also be part of Lynch Park, I guess. Lynch Park becoming a very, very weird district, but I might as well, since it's going to be IT clusters and industry. So just fill up all of that. And I think that's fine. It doesn't actually have an old time policy on it, which it might now need. You know what? I think it will. Otherwise, traffic might use this road to try and get around. So Lynch Park, policies, city planning, and old time. And then all of this surrounding the industry needs to be offices with the IT cluster thing. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. I don't like that the road's a bit weird over here. I'm wondering if I could maybe smooth that out to get some better zoning there. We can totally find out. So let's just update this. Yeah, we totally can. That's much better. So fix that, and fix that. And this little bit down here is just going to stay as is. So let's have that all build up and surround the industry with IT clusters and have it hopefully look kind of decent. Hopefully. I don't think we're going to need any like major details around here. I can't imagine we're going to need any major details around here. Oh, that's me chair clicking there. I don't know if that picked up on the microphone or not. It did it again. Can you stop doing that? That'd be great. But yeah, that'll look decent. Traffic on this road is actually, oh, it's mostly garbage trucks. Never mind. That's gonna be fun. Can I just set this up properly here? So you are that lane, you are that lane, you are, you know what? You can go there, you can go there. And I just want to make sure traffic can always flow at this intersection. And then back here, I'm going to keep them locked in their lane for a little bit. So if traffic wants to go straight on, it kind of has to get in lane. If it wants to go to the right, then it gets in lane. So hopefully that will just help things a little bit. Hopefully. We can find out. I might need to get rid of some of the industry in here. Maybe replace it with different things, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what comes of it. Hopefully good things. As for over here, I think this should probably be a leisure area, but I am seeing a few complaints of not enough customers from some of the hotels, and I'm seeing it. I was seeing it over here. I'm not actually seeing it as much. So we might actually be okay on that front. Also, Death Wave, possibly? Might be a little Death Wave kicking in there. I'm not too sure. What is this? What are you complaining about? Not enough raw materials. Really? We have, like, boats bringing them in just across the street. That's a bit weird. Oh, speaking of boats, I just realized something. We totally still need to place the... what is it? The, Shipyard. Which could actually fit, like, right there really well. But we can totally place the Shipyard, like, on... like, there, right? We can put it in that spot. We can put it in a bunch of different spots. But I kind of do want to place the Shipyard somewhere. Just not entirely sure where yet. Over there is kind of taken. I have seen a few people mentioning that we could do it over by the factory, and that is kind of why I made the lower section of Key around here. Because we could put the Shipyard right there and have it attached to the road that already exists. But I just think it looks a bit weird having it sort of stick out into the water like that. That just looks a bit strange to me. Because it's, I feel like it'd be something that would be built into the harbor. So it'd be something like this, right? It'd be something kind of like not just weirdly sticking out into the water. But I think here would be a better idea for it, rather. I mean, we could... I'm seeing a couple of people in Twitch chat saying we build it around here as well, but I don't think it would be... I don't know if it'll be in here, because these are big ships, right? And there's some shallow water around here. You wouldn't be able to navigate a massive ship through these waters. I mean, the game could, but in real life, I don't know if that would happen. Not that I've been going for realism this entire time. I think I am just going to go over here with it. I think something like that, right? It's over $500,000, but boom. That, I think that looks alright. It needs to be lowered, that's for sure. But I think that looks alright. Lower it down. Let's try and get it the same height as the road, which is about there. It is clipping the key a little bit, but that's okay. Slightly flooded too, which it probably shouldn't be. It's a shipyard after all. But I think the water is actually clearing out. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's okay. There's not actually a lot of traffic down this way either, so that's probably a good thing. As far as getting road connections, I mean, that's going to be fun. It's going to mess with my zoning, but that's all right. I can't actually upgrade the road in front of it without doing this, so I will do that so we can get a little one-way road going around there. And we can technically get zoning in here, but I think just going to go with the old classic of throwing a couple of little parking lots in there. And maybe, well, I can't get one over there, so that's fine. But there we go. We got our shipyard. It needs timber, plastic, glass, and metal. That's actually going to be a total pain now that I think about it, because that stuff all has to come from everywhere else. So that's not quite ideal, but I think it looks all right. It looks the part, right? It's kind of where it should be. I do think it's kind of where it should be. I'd also love to see if this actually builds a ship. I doubt it. Like, I doubt we're going to see it actually build, but if it does, that'd be awesome. That'd be really, really cool, seeing it actually, like, just, you know, pump a ship out or something like that. Just drop a fat ship in the water. No, that was close. Let me see. Still need about 1,000 visitors on the amusement park. Oh, that was... Oh, I forgot I was recording for a second there. Oh, just for a second, my mind was like, we're only streaming. Oh, boy. All right. Let's see. Let me see. MB the Kitty says mass transit for new areas. We definitely could do. We definitely could do. We have like the tram that can take you sort of down that way. We could probably do with a metro station over here. I'm wondering if I maybe do want to do that. Like maybe this should sort of come over that way into Lynch Park. Although I might hold off on it until this entire area is built and then do the metro stuff. And all the public transport for these new areas. Because this area is very close to being done. It's not going to take much to finish this. So, I mean, if we go, you know, here for a second, and we go here. We're going to need to, like, just fix that a little bit. But we get some zoning kind of nicely against that road, which is exactly what I want. This can pretty much go... let's see. I don't know, something like, there? That's maybe a little close to that, but I'm gonna allow it, because it's fine. It gives us zoning exactly where I want it. We'll probably want an old town policy in some of this, and maybe this could even be a park in here.